wide open, and then we get the lazy bald eagles that don't want to migrate. They just hang out and they can keep fishing. You're walking down the street in a lot of cities.
Our adventure of the day is 2-in-1, ice fishing and snowmobiling. This is a full day tour offered by very few operators in Whitehorse, but I like to pick the best and the most reliable local business to be my sponsor, the Up North Adventures. The pickup time is usually around 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. at your hotel, and drop-off is usually around 4 p.m. No, you do not need to pack any lunches because I was told we'd be fed. So let's be nice and say hi to our amazing tour guide, Kieran.
My name's Kieran Kelly. I'm going to be the lead guide today on our snowmobile and ice fishing tour. I'm originally from Ontario, Canada, and I moved up here because we just weren't getting the winters that I remember from growing up. A little tip for all of you people coming to rural communities: do not trust Google Maps, all right? Trust your common sense, trust your mind, because if it's taking you on a road and you get the hair sticking up on the back of your neck, you might be going the wrong way.
Now, there's a reason why Kieran is warning you on this. We're going to no other than Fish Lake, except this time with this expert driver. With that being said, we have arrived at a lakefront cabin to start our fishing adventure. Oh yeah. The tour is not complete without my autograph. Okay, so name.
Maybe can you sign, please?
Yes. Stereotypes are real in tourism, and the stereotype for Mexicans is they know how to have fun.
Yeah, I can verify that.
By the way, the two Mexican guests who will conquer the Arctic weather with us are these two, Antonio and here to celebrate Gemma's birthday. So let's wish her a happy birthday. For this trip, they'll be our besties.
You know, we're all about safety, so do not play around with your GoPro if you're gonna carry one. Make sure you ask for a helmet that has a spot so you can just put your GoPro on your head and focus on driving your snowmobile.
Commerce degree are not useful knowing how to do well in this. Okay. Alright, by the way, I do work in a bank and I don't have a malicious intent. Just want to let you know.
Okay, welcome.
Yay! Yes, look.
We are standing on ice,
So
but
what
don't
do you
worry.
think's gonna happen once
It's
I
a
hit the
very
water?
thick ice,
It's gonna come back
and
up. Exactly.
this is not even like halfway through, so we are safe.
Kind of like
When water freezes, it expands, it grows 11%, okay? In this bowl of water that is the lake, it cannot push sideways, it can't push down, so it pushes up on the ice and causes it to crack, okay? So often when you're hearing the ice crack, you are listening to the surface getting stronger. At 12 inches or 30 centimeters, you can drive a pickup truck. And at 18 inches or 45 centimeters, has anyone seen the show Ice Road Truckers?
Yes.
This is what you need.
Sarah thinks I don't have the talent to drill into the heart of women. Well, look like this is a perfect opportunity to show off my manhood. Yeah, if I can drill into 3 feet of ice with my bare hands, the day of me being single should be numbered. So, wish me luck. I need to show off. If you're my future employer, please just watch the last part, not this part.
This is one way to help work off those pandemic pounds you might be holding on to. Woo! I got it. I had to open up a little bit because I'm sweating.
Ah! Ah! Yes! Ah! 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 I think so. Now I think I need to
turn out. There you go.
I need a rest. CPR! CPR, guys! Passionate CPR benefits. After all that work, we are awarded with some slush. No, not the flavor you can find at the 7-Eleven.
Get rid of that layer of slush so that the bait and the hook will actually go into the hole and all the way into the water. Otherwise, it just sits on top of the slush.
This guy's pro.
And you're not going all the way down.
So the grayling and char, they're really not very active at all in the winter. The lake trout, they love cold water, so they're still quite active in the winter. So that's who we're gonna be fishing for.
We have little smelt on our hook. They're cut in half, and the trick is to get your hook down. Whoop. And then try to feel for the bottom and then bring it up about 8 inches.
Oh my god! Oh yes, yes! What? Just joking. Ice fishing is a practice of catching fish with a line and fish hooks or spears through an opening in ice on a frozen body of water. It can be done any time of day, but the best chance for a big catch is during the dusk and the dawn. Different fish are active at different times of the day, so anglers need to be fish for them accordingly. Depending on the year, Yukon's ice fishing season begins in mid-winter and can go well into the spring. Oh my god! Am I right? Yo!
No, I think you're caught on the ice.
Oh! Man, you ruined my day!
He caught a chunk of ice.
Oh, it's a big one though.
After all the hard work, it was a little disappointing that I didn't get to bring home the meat. But ice fishing is just a matter of luck. But regardless, we got some meat. Tasty one too. Fully cooked.
Yes, we got some bison smokies here. So bison, they're a big animal. They're huge, but there's a lot of muscle there. So they're pretty lean meat. So they actually add a bit of pork fat into the sausages to make them a bit tastier for us. You can't have it without the ketchup.
Oh.
Here, try some of that on there. Squeeze that on.
Man, this is first class service. Who do you work for, sir?
Up North Adventures.
Up North Adventures. I don't know about this company, but I think I'm liking it. Okay, moment of the truth. Sponsored by Up North Adventures. Good stuff, and don't forget to tip that dude.
So even if you don't catch a fish, you won't go hungry. So many sausages. This one is actually elk. So you can see it looks a little different than the bison. Let's try it. Whoa, that's juicy.
Piece, maybe not one piece, 1.25 piece, you know.
Actually,
It's better to be safe and know what you're doing, especially when you've got, what is this, 300 pounds or more worth of metal that can crush you.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so what we're gonna do is everybody want to...
A snowmobile, also known as a ski-doo, is a motorized vehicle designed for winter travel and recreational on snow. Generally to be operated on snow and ice and does not require a road or trail, but most are driven on open terrain. Its history can be traced back to 1911. A 24-year-old Harold J. Kazin patented the vehicle propeller in Brandon, Manitoba, Canada.
So, up, and then 3 seconds on the gray button.
Today, the main snowmobiling race in the north is the Alaska's Iron Dog. The event is also the longest snowmobiling race in the world. It is 3,269 kilometers long and runs from the Big Lake to Nome to Fairbanks. After getting some practice in the frozen fish lake, our group continued on to the woodlands to get up and close with the plants and animals living in the area. Be mindful when you are traveling in groups. Make sure to keep the same consistent pace with other vehicles and the safe distance. Do not speed up or suddenly slow down. You definitely don't want to bump into other snowmobiles. With that being said, I think our Mexican friends are waiting for us on top of the hill.
So we're walking to the lookout point, and what are we looking out at? Fish Lake, the place we were trying to get to yesterday when we got stuck in the snow and had to be rescued by those two RCMP officers. Look at what we missed. Would have been a beautiful place to see the northern lights. But again, if you don't want to get stuck, best to take a tour.
Since this is our last stop before we'll be returning to the cabin, I'll take this chance to get high. Get some photos and videos from the high vantage point of this spectacular scenery with a backdrop of Mount McIntyre. I got a few collections of mine, so ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and enjoy these natural landscapes, because this is how I'm going to brag about my amazing aerial videography skills. I think I look so cute in them. Sadly, this is the end of our full-day tour of snowmobiling and ice fishing. As always, if you feel that your guide did an amazing job, be generous with the tips. It's much appreciated. For those of you who haven't got enough of snowmobiling, don't worry, we got another round another day.